Hi, I'm Chanel Shay Calvin and you are watching What's On, the Midlands entertainment page. In the second part of today's show, we'll be replaying the interview that I had with Carl McGregor, who is a professional musician and vocal coach and the organiser of an amazing event in aid of the Nepal earthquake. But in the studio with me today is the Voice finalist, Sasha Simone, who will be performing at the event, which takes place on Wednesday the 3rd of June. But before that, as I'm sure you're aware, the Midlands is pretty good when it comes to days out and events, as there's always something happening right here in the region. And we have done all the hard work for you. If you look at the bottom of your screen, you can see all the comedy shows and gigs that are taking place this week, and all the events, theatre productions and days out can be seen on the right. You'll have plenty of time to write these down, as they'll be there throughout the show. Now, if you have an event taking place of your own and you want it to be shared on the channel, just simply email whatson@bigcentre.tv. It's also on the bottom of the screen for you. Well, I now welcome Sasha Simone. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you. So as I said there, you were the Voice finalist. That is amazing. You must have been so proud to have got that far.
Yeah, of course. I didn't expect it, so...
So if we rewind it back to the start, how did you get into it and why did you want to be a singer then?
Okay, I'll start with why I wanted to be a singer. Well, I don't even think I wanted to be a singer. So no, I didn't want to be a singer. I wanted to be a bricklayer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and then I wanted to be like an interior designer, and then I wanted to be a painter, and then a plumber.
Oh God.
Yeah, I just.
So you want to be something quite hands-on then, I guess.
Yeah, I love using my hands. And so that's what I was doing. And then, but I've always sang, so that's just a passion of mine. But
That's quite nice, that is then.
Yeah, I guess when my sister signed me up to do the show, I don't know. I didn't take it seriously. I just thought it's just one of those things. Just do it and see what happens. But I didn't think for 1 second that I'd even get a yes in the first audition, let alone make it through to the final.
That's quite nice. It's quite strange. I guess like quite a few of the contestants would have thought this is all I want to do to get on there, the prepping and focusing towards being a singer, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess if it just happened organically, that surely you're obviously really gifted and talented.
I don't know about that, but
Somewhat.
I think what helped me is I was just myself.
Yeah.
I don't need to pretend to be like anybody else, and I don't want to pretend, and I don't follow other artists. But I'm inspired, by other musicians and stuff. But I think they could just see that I was just a genuine person that liked to sing,
So was your audition for The Voice was that your first audition that you've ever done?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you the last time I'd done a show before.
That's amazing.
I just stay at home and sing, and whilst I'm painting or whatever, I'd just sing along, and it was my neighbour that heard me sing, truly, and then my sister heard me a few times, but this was years ago, and then she just decided. It was my niece that encouraged my sister, and then they did it behind my back, but. Yeah,
so you got a really supportive family and friends around you then?
I don't even think it was support. It was all like pressure. They forced me.
Oh, okay, no choice.
Yeah, didn't really have a choice. But I'm glad they did it because it changed my life. Yeah.
So going to the auditions, what were they actually like? Was it quite, I guess, is it easier having them not facing you, or is that harder?
I think it was easy having them, having their backs to me. But it was the people in the audience. I was talking to you earlier about it.
Yeah.
And it was really weird because I was with Caris backstage and she was really calm and confident. She went out and then you can hear the door opening as everyone goes out. The door opens and you can hear people cheering and screaming, and it's like just closing and it goes silent again. And then walking out, everybody in the audience is literally just staring. It's just so silent and everyone's just looking up. And then it's just this, like, the walk of death or the walk of shame or walk in the plank even. It's just horrible. And then you're just standing there in silence for ages, and then the music starts and then you've just got to do it. And it was terrifying and horrible, and I wanted to just turn back.
Oh, God.
It was horrible. I hated it. I really did hate that moment. But then when Tom turned, it was
And I'm going,
Yeah.
as if you were in Sir Tom Jones. I think that is just amazing.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And was it Ricky as well that turned around? That's got to be immense.
Yeah, Rick. I think when I went on to the show, I always knew that I would go for Tom if he turned. It was always going to be Tom. But Ricky was such a sweet talker, and he's so smooth, and his face, and it was just like, I nearly went with Ricky, because we spoke for a long time. I was on that stage for about 20 minutes that day, and we was talking about door handles and stuff. It was really weird. Yeah, it went a bit weird, and then I just went for Tom because it's just Tom, isn't it? Like,
It is.
Best decision I've ever made.
So
ever.
what is Sir Tom actually like then? Is he pretty cool? Is he?
He's I've never met anyone like him. I don't think I ever will. He's so down to earth, but he's very strong and he's quite strict. Like if he's talking and people are making noise, he's not afraid to tell people to shut up, but in a really nice, friendly way. Like I don't know, he's just strong and supportive and confident, just everything that you could ask for in a mentor. And then we just got on really well. So he just, I don't know, like if I had a cup of tea, he'd be like, let me hold that for you. You know, if I needed anything, let me get that for you. And I was like, no, you're Tom Jones, like you can't do anything for me. And he just really wanted to help me all the time. So
That's going to be quite nice because obviously he is amazing. He's so recognisable and achieved so much in the industry, and to stay so humble, that is really good.
Yeah, he's one of a kind. But when we sang together, that was like, I don't even know, like we was just standing at the piano and like the team's there because we're going through all the songs and we're thinking like what we're gonna sing, blah blah blah. And then he was like, scrap that, let's just go through the duet. So I was like, okay. And then he just opened his mouth and he just sang one note. I think he was like warming up or something. And just this big, huge note came out. And literally everyone from the piano had to stand back because it was my head was hurting. Like,
Oh God.
it was so loud. Oh my God, no. It freaked me out. Like his voice, the power in his voice is incredible. Like they have to turn down his mic surely because he just makes the room rattle. Like it's power. It was amazing, and I don't know. I would always sweat. Like I'd be dripping a sweat when I was singing because he'd be like, and I was like, no, don't look at me. Yeah, I couldn't look him in the eyes. Couldn't do anything. He just made me get really like giggly and girly, and like it's really weird.
But to have his support, that has got to be something to give you that massive driving force, I guess, which is just amazing. So are you still singing and performing now then?
Yes, not performing, mainly because I want to make sure that I get my craft right, because I went onto that show not being a singer, not being an artist. So when I do put my music out there, I want it to be right and true to me.
Yeah.
So I'm writing. I really like what I'm doing. I like the direction that I'm going in. But when I'm ready, you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know when I'm ready. You'll know.
But you are performing in obviously an amazing charity event for the in aid of Nepal, which I think that is amazing.
Yeah.
Like I was speaking to Carl about it, it's such a wonderful cause as well to support, and obviously you're going to be there, Leah's going to be there, Project 21's going to be there. I think, it's an e-moment. I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Really excited.
How's your preparation going for it? Or
preparation? What does that even mean?
exactly, what does that mean?
I just turn up just to be best. Like, no, I want to make sure that I'll get some nice songs to sing, so it's relevant to the cause. There's no point me singing some happy songs because it's not a happy situation that's happening there. So I want to do my bit and try and raise awareness when I'm singing. To make people think about why they're there, and So I guess that's my preparation, is finding the right sound.
That's
right
nice,
songs.
that is.
Yeah.
And I guess it'll be quite enjoyable for the audiences who are there as well to hear yourself sing and everyone else sing, and to support something so beautiful as this event as well, which I think will be really good.
I'm looking forward to hearing the band, and I'm looking forward to hearing Leah. Oh God, I'm just really looking forward to that actually. I'm trying to keep it cool, but I'm like, yeah, really. But no, it should be. Not should. It's going to be a really good night.
Yeah,
I can
well.
feel it. I can feel it in my plums. I can feel it in my plums.
You've got me joining in there.
Sorry.
No, it's good.
Yeah. No, it's going to be great.
Well.
Yeah. Are you coming?
Oh, I'm definitely going to try and come.
Okay.
I want to be there. I think it's going to be. I think it will be immense.
You should
to be
come.
fair.
You should tell your mum and your aunties and your
Yeah.
cousins and your friends.
Everyone should come.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you the
everyone
details in like the second part of the show, but everyone should they should all turn up.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. I wish you the
Thank you.
best of luck as well, and hopefully, I will see you on Wednesday. Actually, I promise.
Yes.
I will see you on Wednesday.
If you're not there, I will find you.
I'll be there. That's all we've got time for in this half of the show, but I'll see you after the break. Welcome back to What's On. Shortly, I'll be joined by professional musician and vocal coach Carl McGregor, who is the organiser of an amazing event in aid of the Nepal earthquake. But before that, I'm going to hand you over to Lee, who has the rundown of some of this week's events. Over to you, Lee.
Thanks, Chanel. Well, first up, let's talk about The Business of Murder. That's the name of an acclaimed psychological thriller which is at the Theatre 7 in Shrewsbury until Tuesday the 2nd of June. It's all about a man called Stone who invites a woman called Dee, a TV writer, to his flat to discuss a script. But when she gets there, someone else randomly turns up, and it's someone she happens to be having an affair with. Now, have you ever heard the story of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime? Well, it's a thrilling new stage play from the award-winning team behind War Horse and One Man, Two Governors. It's all about a 15-year-old boy called Christopher with an extraordinary brain. He falls under the suspicion of killing Mrs. Shear's dog and ends up on a journey that will change his life. Well, it is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and it's at the Birmingham Hippodrome until Saturday the 6th of June. Next up is Roald Dahl's classic James and the Giant Peach. You remember the story. James Henry Trotter accidentally spills a sack of tiny green glowing crocodile tongues onto a peach tree, which then bears the biggest fruit you've ever seen. Nothing strange about that, but it all leads to all manner of exciting happenings. James and the Giant Peach is at the Blue Orange Theatre in the Jewellery Quarter all week until Sunday. And finally, a bit of rock and roll. The Alexandra Theatre is playing host to That'll Be the Day. It's a musical romp through rock and roll's youthful days in the 50s, through the swinging 60s, right into the glam 70s. That's at the Alex until Wednesday the 3rd. So, whatever you're up to, have fun, and I'll see you again soon.
Well, thanks for that, Lee. There really is something for everyone. Now I'm joined by Carl McGregor.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, Chanel. It's great to be here.
It's
Thanks
great
for
to have
having
you
me.
here. Well, before we talk about this amazing event which you've obviously put together,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about yourself and how long you've been a musician for.
I've been a musician for since I was 8 years old. I started playing in my father's church back in the days when everything was black and white.
Mm-hmm.
I became a professional musician at the age of about 18. I did a tour with an American artist, and it kind of snowballed from there, really. Everything that I've done is music based, whether I'm performing it, playing it, or teaching it. It's been a ride.
Has it?
It has been a ride, I've got to say.
So what instrument do you actually play then?
I play drums. Drums is my first instrument. That's my first love. But I also play keyboards and do a bit of singing as well.
Oh, so you're really multi-talented then.
Well,
You
I
can
try.
do quite a lot.
I do try to be. Yes, I do. I like to dabble at various things musically, and I enjoy it.
Is it quite hard, obviously, performing as a musician and also like coaching people as well? Is it hard to balance the two together?
Not really. No. One of the things that I love doing is as a vocal coach is encouraging young talent. I spend a day and a half a week at the Goldmine Centre at the Walsall Studio School, coaching performing arts students and students that are not very confident, may have come from difficult backgrounds, and you can see the potential in them. So I love to draw out what I feel is in them, and get them to realise that yes, that they have got something to offer, and that they can open their mouths and it can sound good. So I think I enjoy that as much as I do performing myself.
I think that's quite amazing. It's quite a selfless thing to do then, I guess, which I think is pretty cool, which ties in quite nicely with the event which you're putting on, which is completely selfless, obviously. So why did you want to support the Nepal earthquake?
Well, when the Nepal earthquake happened, and when it was in the news, just like everybody, I was completely appalled by what I saw.
Yeah.
With kids being dragged out of the rubble, and women and children, men, women and children, just being affected by that. And I had a bit of a bit of a Bob Geldof moment, where, not that I look anything like Bob Geldof.
Wow.
As you can see.
Apart from that.
But I just got on the phone and spoke to a few friends of mine, fellow musicians and performers, and said, listen, if I put something on to raise money for this worthy cause, would you support it? And everybody I called said, yes, I'm in.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it kind of snowballed from there, really. We've just got this evening of great musicians, really superb, top class session musicians, and singers, and various guest artists as well coming to support it. And
Are you able to name a few at all, or is it a bit of a secret? Or?
No secret at all. We've got a couple of stars from the BBC's The Voice. We've got Sasha Simone, who was in Team Tom this year, in this year's series.
Isn't she local as well?
She's local, yeah. She's a local girl from Willinghall, near Wolverhampton, and so I called her up, and she said, yes, I'm in. And then we've got Leah McFall, who was, I think it was about 2 years ago, she got all the way to the final and came second.
She's
under
amazing.
Will.i.am. Oh, she's just amazing.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah, tremendous voice. But I've known Leah for a long time, so I called her up, and she said, yeah, I'm going to come up. And she's actually cancelled a recording session that day, so she can come up and do that. So I'm not sure if she'll bring Will.i.am with her, but that would be nice.
That would be nice. That'd be really cool. If he's watching this, Will.i.am, you've been invited.
Yes, come along.
And are you performing there as well?
Yeah, I'll be on the drums, and I'll be doing a little bit of singing as well myself. And yeah, we just want, I think we just want as many people as we can just to come and support. And even if you can't come along, just donate. And we want to raise as much money as we can. We've got some of this, 1 or 2 students from the studio school performing as well, which I'm really excited about. I love working with youngsters and giving them an opportunity to work with professional musicians, and that's just going to give them a lot of confidence as well. But I think the thing that I'm most excited about is that we've made contact with an organisation, a charity that's actually working on the ground in Nepal. They were actually there when the earthquake hit.
Oh, okay.
A Youth with a Mission, YWAM. So we're sending the money direct to them. They're going to start rebuilding in September after the monsoon season. So we're really excited about that.
Oh,
it's
so much to look forward to. And so thank you so much. Wish you the best of luck as well. So thank you. Now to play us out, here is Project 21.